That's fine. Okay, so let's start by what do you do here? Tell me what you do.
What we should do or what we do?
What you do, yeah.
Well, we keep track of the storyboard. Yeah, we do. We keep track of the storyboard. Yeah, check the wires, check the newspapers for story ideas.
Okay.
Answer the phone.
Okay. All right.
Take care of the mail.
I think it's been more of a secretary position than an assignment desk position.
Okay.
So that's what we're trying to
Generally,
switch
what I've spent most of my time doing is just doing odd projects for a
lists
ad.
and yeah.
This is what we're trying to achieve.
Okay. So the assignment desk should be the control tower of the newsroom. If you don't have an effective assignment desk running, then you don't have an effective newsroom running. Okay. Everything, you should be the funnel. Okay. Everything should be coming through you. That's the traditional way. Okay. Assignment editors have story meetings. Okay. And KSL works a little bit differently because we're a lot bigger, but generally you should be conducting story meetings. Okay. Everything that happens, you guys should know about. There should be any surprises. If there are surprises, then you get to figure it out. But it's really bad when somebody comes up to you and says A, B, C, D, and you say, huh? Okay. So, do you have story meetings?
Yes.
Okay. How often?
Every morning at 8, and major one is every afternoon
Okay.
at
And do you conduct them, or does somebody else?
the news director.
Okay. Are you in that meeting? Okay.
Yeah, we should be.
Are
I don't
you?
think they are right now. No, I don't think we are. I haven't.
That's
a
okay.
problem.
You need to be in that meeting. Now, again, I'm telling you how it should be. What happens in terms of the news director and whatever else, that traditionally you should be in that meeting. You should be listening to what everybody has to say so you have a feel for what the story is. Instead of just saying, okay, I'm going over the Tanner building and I'm going to do X. And when they walk up to you, okay, bye. You know, you don't have a clue, right? So that's the first thing. Second, do you have what we call at KSL an outlook? Do you print something out that is a list, or do you strictly go by the board?
We generally just have gone by the board.
Okay.
Which we're in the process of changing now.
We've got a computerized day book and we've got iNews, and so what you're using? Are you using the Newsnet one or the
We're going to use the day book because that way we're sharing stories with the newspaper.
Right.
It gives us access to more information.
Okay. So where's the meeting held?
In here.
Right. Right.
Sometimes the conference room, but
Depends. I think the 8 o'clock meeting when everyone's still coming here.
the 8 o'clock is always in here.
Here.
12:45 is often over there, but sometimes they just do
Okay.
it in
When
here.
you say in here, physically, where is it?
I'm sorry, just we kind of all just
Probably
sit around
about
here
right
and
there.
conduct it in the middle of the newsroom.
That's the end of a story meeting right there.
They're not the kind of story meetings that you're.
Right. All right.
Should be.
Okay.
That's my impression.
Right. You need to have a formal story meeting conducted by whoever it's going to be, with you guys giving input on this meeting. Generally what happens is that there is a list that's compiled through iNews, through the Outlook. Okay, if you've seen that, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so that's your Bible. Okay, in there that gives you the slug, it gives you the contact information, it gives you the information in a synopsis. And I like to see at least a paragraph or two about what it is so that people totally understand and that everybody's literally on the same page. Okay, all right. How long does it last? Are you just standing around?
15, 20 minutes.
Are you just standing there?
No, we sit and we discuss.
All right, okay. All right. Now, so you have that, and do you roughly know within your newscast how many minutes you're filling?
Yes.
You're filling 27 minutes, okay?
20. Well, and 4.5 minutes of that is commercials.
Right. So it's 27 less 4.5?
Yes, 27.
Okay. All right, so 23 thereabouts. Okay. So, and are you doing minute and a half packages? What are you doing?
Half packages, 45 seconds.
Okay. So, in an average newscast, were you having 5 or 6 packages maybe?
Yeah, we have about 5 packs.
Okay.
Newscast.
All right. And do you have enough staff that you can dole out that? Okay, so that's not a problem. Okay, and I think what you do here, as I recall, you shoot your own stuff, right?
Right.
Okay, all right. So you don't have a problem in terms of assigning photographers. Okay, so what happens if everybody doesn't agree?
As agree about what you mean in the
You have a story meeting,
or
and you say, okay, this is what I think is the lead story. This is what I think is a good story. No, I hate that story. You know, kind of thing. Is that what happens,
There's no
or
usual
is
argument because usually it's up to the producer and the news director, and I think that in an educational setting, there's a person that says what goes and what doesn't. So as far as
that's
arguments,
true.
I'm not
True.
sure we really have that.
Well, I'm not.
As far as,
I'm not saying you should have an argument. But
right,
debates.
but as far as top stories and stuff go,
Healthy debate.
yeah. There should be healthy discussion.
Right.
You know, and are people afraid to speak up, or is it pretty quiet?
I think they've got a brand new news director that they're trying to figure out, but he would welcome debate.
right.
yeah, I'd say it's not so much that people are scared, but
Yeah.
I mean, it never occurred to me to, in the story meeting, say where I thought that my story should be.
Right.
So I think it's just hasn't occurred
I
to
think
anybody.
I think it's always good to show passion. Okay, appropriate passion. You know what I'm saying? I really like this, or this stinks, or what about if we do it this way? There needs to be a free flow. Okay, so you get through that, and then how are things assigned out? Does somebody else do it? Do you do it? How does it work?
Reporters usually bring their own ideas to the assignment meeting, and they are either approved, and if they're approved, then they're good. If they're not, then usually it's the producers or sometimes assignment desk to throw out different ideas and have them choose something else.
All right. So, how do you know? Example. You need to go to the Wilkinson Center and do whatever. Okay, story X. How do you know that's going to happen? How do you, how does somebody say, or
Both. So we either show up, and if it's our idea and they approve it, then it's our idea and we go do it. Otherwise, if it's not, then they'll already have that idea in their head and assign it.
Sometimes
So
if
really
there's an
both.
event we're going to know about in advance,
Right.
like for example, a conference or
Right,
something else,
yes.
often that'll be assigned to a specific
Right.
reporter a
Okay.
week or two in advance.
okay, all right. So then you have that taken care of, and then you have deadlines. You're filling a daily show, right? Okay, so you start at 8 in the morning. When do you have to be back in?
11's rundown, so
So yeah,
as long as it takes you to put your script and your video together.
right,
All right.
Normally you're filming the day before,
right.
and then
the
they come
12:45
in
story.
at 7 or 8 to edit it all together.
Okay.
Unless it's a story like the election
Yes.
stuff today.
All right.
Yes.
Who keeps track of where people are, where they're going, when they're coming back? Are you just on your own?
Generally, they're just on their own.
If you have conflicts, though, I personally call the assignment desk, let them know, and then they'll relay it to the producer.
Okay, so that should be not going through the producer, it should be going through the assignment desk. Okay? Again, you're controlling the flow, okay? When you have information, it goes to the producer. If you have the producer doing it all, if he or she is worried about where you are, when you're going to be back, how is that person then concentrating on content and how to make everything mesh together, okay? There needs to be division of labor.